Hi there, this is the first of 3 Goodwills we are going to today.
All 8 unicorns, all 8 unicorns. I'm alone in the forest, but that's okay, because I know I'm gonna have an amazing day.
I couldn't resist. That is the most annoying song and amazing song at the same time. I found this Cooksburg pottery lamp, and then look, I won. Look at that. That's really nicely done. Praying hands with the roses on a wood plaque. And then I found this little figurine. I thought it was really neat. The heart said Belize on the one side. You could have flipped it over and had the Belize facing the wall if you weren't a big fan of Belize. I believe that this was made of wood. It was a nice little figurine. And then here is a craft kit. It looks like it was only just the skin fabric that was in this kit because the kit was opened. And then I was just in the Goodwill and had bought a large pelican ironwood figurine, and here is a smaller baby one. The larger one has already sold, but if you need a baby pelican, I'm going to get this one. And next to the baby pelican, there was the Taylor Smith Taylor Rivali pattern, and I recognize that because it has the rooster on the side of it. I thought this owl was cute. It had a little battery operated light in the bottom of it. There's some Lizzie High figurines, and this was just an ornament, nothing really crazy special about it. And then I noticed that this matched one that was on an end cap, so I merchandised the store and put them together. It's hard not to do that. And then I found this. This is made by Toscano. It's designed in America, made in China. At first, I didn't think there were any chips to it. There's a small chip to the front trunk of the top one, which is not noticeable, glaringly obvious, I don't believe. And I thought this was super cute. So in the cart it went. Let's see. Look at this Precious Moments house. He's like as big as the church. He's like giant. There's a Christian welcome here. He's as big as the chapel. And after looking at this Dansk bouquet coffee pot, I've been finding a lot of Dansk lately. This is going to wrap up our trip to this Goodwill. This was my favorite Goodwill if you hadn't recognized it. And we are going to move on down the road to the Newport Goodwill after I check under the lid to make sure there aren't any chips or cracks. And there weren't. It is microwavable, which I don't know if I would do that. But anyway, let's move on to the Newport Goodwill. I did Google Lens this piece when I first saw it because I thought it was amazing. And Kemple glass came up, but then upon further research, those have a K on the bottom. And this one is smooth on the bottom and does not have a signature. And I also thought it was flashed glass, but it is not. It is Amberina, and it glows like the dickens. Wait till you see at the end of the video. It's amazing. They also had this piece. This was some carnival glass, which was in really great shape, but very heavy and kind of a common piece. So, and the marigold color. So I did leave that there. This was flashed. You could see that some of the paint had come off on it. It was neat with the white and purple. At first, I thought someone had spray painted it themselves. I'm still not quite sure if that was original paint or not. I don't know a terribly lot about carnival glass. I do know that marigold is a common color, though. If you remember from past visits to the Newport Goodwill, this is a smaller Goodwill. They have more clothing than hard goods, but I found some great things here, and I really like these hedgehogs, and they were selling the set of 4 for $3.99. And these might be more commonly sold at a craft store. I'm thinking Michael's, Hobby Lobby, something like that. But I thought they were adorable and it was a great price. We were looking for a larger bowl for in the camper for the dogs. And I thought this was funny, but Jimmy has a price point of 99 cents or less. And that was $2.99. So I left that on the shelf. This looked like it was Lennox, but it was not. It tricked me. So I didn't end up with a whole bunch of things here, but I did end up with some nice things. These are frosted glass shot glasses, and I believe they say Shalom on the top of them. And then these were neat. They were Canada shot glasses, and that was marked set of 4, but then I couldn't find a price on any of the other ones. But at this Goodwill, they do price things for you, which is nice. I have brought things up before that didn't have a price tag, and they've gone to the back and put a price tag on it, which is very nice. It's always frustrating when you bring something up and they're like, no, you can't buy it. It doesn't have a price tag. These glasses were pretty. And that's going to end this trip to the Newport Goodwill. We are now at the Lewisburg Goodwill. I have stopped here before. I've recorded here before. And they have two new sections of hard goods. And I found these Denby Stoneware Memories cups. I like them. And then I realized, what is this? I'm double winning. I like this Goodwill. Before I have found it was a made in England doll. It was a boy doll. And that brought me some good money. So this is a favorite of mine when I'm in the area to always stop by. There is an antique mall next door if you don't really like going to Goodwills and want to check out the Lewisburg Antique Mall. Looking here in the white section, it was pretty crowded. So I was holding the mugs with one hand. I hadn't gotten a cart yet. I hadn't given in yet. And it was a little crowded. And there was a lady following close behind me. So I was trying to do a film and hold 4 mugs without dropping them with one hand and not make you seasick with my expert filmmaking abilities. They had a lot of dishes here at Goodwill, lots of sets of dishes donated. I thought they were very nice. I've always said if you need dishes, go to Goodwill. It saves you money. And then if one breaks, you don't really feel that bad because you probably didn't spend a whole bunch of money on them. Here I'm doing a fantastic job of not showing you this castle. I think it was a David Winter cottage. I'm not quite sure. Looking at this vase, it was marked Spain on the bottom. And it was nice to see that they had a bunch of the mugs taped together for one price. Like the cups that I'm holding, they had two for $1.99. And I feel that my local Goodwill would have priced them individually. So that was the main reason why I picked up the mugs. Here we are over in the white section, seeing if there's anything smaller that I can hold with my one hand before I have to go up and get a cart. I don't normally sell Pillsbury Doughboy stuff, but this was a creamer and sugar, and the sugar bowl had the lid. They're from the late 80s, and the one in the front is from the 90s. And I thought, well, gosh, let's look these up for sold comps. So I did, and then I knew I had to go get a cart. I was checking out this teapot. The bottom looked a little different to me, and I wonder if it used to have a musical thing on it. It was an anniversary teapot. Here is another set of china with the bowls and the salad plates, ready for your next meal. On a top shelf, I found this candle holder. I thought it was pretty. It was marked on the bottom. I couldn't quite make it out. And then there was this studio art pottery mug. It did have a mark there, and to me it looked pretty set in, the stain over the glaze, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get it out. So while I thought it was cute and I liked the applied cat, that stain, it didn't feel like a dirty mark, like it was more of a burnt mark or something. But I did find more Denby mugs. At $1.99 a stack of two, how could you not get them? And then there was this giant, heavy, I think it was made out of concrete, tortoise shell. Thought that was interesting. And then these were not marked, but to me they look like Pyrex or Corel or Fire King or one of those. Kind of a dark salmon color. And here is the brown section. Seeing if there's anything that catches my eye. I did spy these stone banana and a fruit. It's a mystery fruit here. Kind of looks like a kidney. Maybe it's supposed to be a pear. I left those. And I didn't really see anything else until I came around and saw this on an end cap, and I almost fell over. Here's some carnival glass. It's green. I believe this is Fenton. Based on my research, I believe it is called Ribbon Swirl. It's gorgeous. I couldn't stop admiring it. I couldn't believe it was just sitting there. And then I realized I have a little color theme going here, browns and golds. Oh, I was like, all right, my day was made. What else can we find? What's this? Is this more carnival glass? But underneath it was this swirly, well, I stopped to look at the playing cards because I do like looking at playing cards. But when I opened them up, they were mixed together. Yeah, see, they weren't the farm. It was a trick. They were boats. Yeah, so I decided against it. But then I went back to this. Swirl pottery reminded me of Namaji pottery, but it is marked Montana on the bottom. And I decided to get this. There was a marking there. I could see that it said Montana. So I thought that was pretty spectacular. And it's very thin pottery, and it had the frog. I flip it over carefully. It still had the detachable flower frog with it. So even though this may not bring a huge amount of money, I thought it was neat that it's vintage, made in America. It still had the flower frog. So I decided to get it. I recently sold a cat tile, but that one had a little bit of wear to it. There was a Mary Englebright hat I was showing you, or a box. I thought this was interesting. It was an individual teapot with looks like the cups and then the lid on the top. So you could have yourself and 4 of your friends, but you'd have to really refill that teapot over and over again because it looks like the teapot would only hold 1 cup. And that string made me think that this used to be sold at an antique mall and someone donated their supplies. At first, I was like, I know what this is, but I can't figure out what it is. And then I realized that when I was looking for the marking on it, because the price tag was missing, there was no marking and no, well, there was a marking there, I guess, maybe from a previous seller. But anyway, I was like, what is this for? What is this for? Oh, that's right. You put your sponge in there. It's to hold your sponge. But I decided to leave it. I did not get it. But I kept looking on to see if there's anything else, if anyone else donated more of their Fenton Carnival glass. But I only found the 1 piece, but super happy with my find. And because I had found the Carnival glass, I was now looking at any kind of shiny glass, hoping to find more of it. We're soon going to finish our trip here to the Lewisburg Goodwill by looking at these candle holders. Those are home interiors, and then we have Yankee Candle. I recently picked up a Yankee Candle Halloween cover, so be sure to keep a lookout for that if you ever find any Halloween candle holders, by Yankee Candle, of course. This was a really thick piece of glass. Please don't tell me this was Fire and Light and I left it on the shelf because that's happened before. And then these were just some cups. And coming up next, we're going to show you some footage from our campground. Keep going.
We're going to take a shower.
Where are we going to go before that?
Ping pong.
Ping pong. We got the fire going. We made it more of a pit with the rocks that we found around our campsite. We got the hot dogs going, and inside is, what's that? Chili sauce?
Yeah,
Hot dog
chili sauce.
Hot dog chili sauce. Very, very healthy for you. So we kind of rigged up a thing where we could heat up the chili sauce outside using the bottom grill. And then this tripod I've had for years. We've grilled all kinds of food on this.
Wonderful.
Usually hamburgers.
Usually hamburgers. Or egg steaks a couple times. Filet mignon.
Oh yeah, filet mignon. Yeah, lobster. All the basic camping foods.
Kobe beef.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, that's it. It was Kobe beef. I did order these through the company that I make the business cards. If you order from me, I enclose a business card. So we're seeing how the quality, how long they last, if the print quality is good, and then we might do a random giveaway with some of them in the near future. I think we should have them on our cars for about a month to see if they fade or if they withstand. They're just a magnet, easy to put on and take off. We went to a store in where is it, Liberty?
Liberty.
In Liberty, it's right off the exit where our campground is, and I got this Martin's Market. Got this citronella candle that changes color, which is pretty cool. They had really good food there. It was Mennonite run. I would say it's Mennonite run because everyone who was working there, they had homemade soft pretzels, they had ice cream, they had salads, like a deli. It was excellent. Yeah, we'll definitely be back. This is the piece that you saw me pick up in the store. I think it's Ellie Smith. All right, Jenny, hit the lights. Ready?
It's dark.
Look, can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see how it glows?
Yeah, it's neat.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the inside. Okay, and then we also, look, we can now tell spooky stories. Then I went to a thrift store in Mansfield, and I found this. And they had just put it out because the date on it was that day that I went in. This is beautiful. A viewer messaged me through eBay and said that they thought this was called Thousand Eyes. So I really appreciate that hint, and I was able to quickly update the listing on this. This is currently for auction in my eBay store. It's called the Thousand Eyes because these circles, it stretches and it goes down to the circles here. And another person messaged me and says, does it glow? So I did add to the listing that it does glow, but I wanted to show you on video that this glows and that glows. So ready? So the base glows and the rim up here glows.
Charlie is so excited because Jenny has finally launched her YouTube channel. It is called Jenny's Brain Space, and there will be a link in the description below. And if that excitement right there doesn't make you excited for Jenny's new channel, nothing will. So please check it out and subscribe. Thank you.
Coming up next is everything that I found on the recent trips to Goodwill. I put a link to Jenny's channel in the description of this video. For those of you who enjoyed her Pets as People series, I think you will like learning more about her creative process and seeing some of the characters she has come up with. If you know of anybody else who is interested in drawing, gaming, and being creative, she sure would appreciate it if you would spread the word and let them know about her channel as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see ya!